Elara wasn't like other kids. While they played outside, she would lie on her back, gazing at the stars, wondering what secret language they spoke. One rainy afternoon, in the dusty attic of her grandfather's house, she found it. A heavy, leather-bound journal covered in constellations. Its clasp was a strange, spiraling symbol. Inside, the pages were filled with cryptic notes and beautiful drawings of numbers that danced like living things. The first page held a riddle. Where stars are watched but eyes are blind, a door that's not a door you'll find. The key is constant, a circle's soul, to make the broken whole. A hand-drawn map pointed to the old observatory on the hill. The observatory was silent and filled with sleeping shadows. In the center of the main dome, set into the floor, was a giant circular stone. Elara recognized the spiral symbol from the journal. Remembering the riddle's clue, a circle's soul, she knelt and traced the number she knew by heart, 3.14159. With a low hum, the stone disc spiraled downwards, revealing a glowing staircase. The stairs led to a place unlike any other. Rivers flowed in perfect geometric shapes, and trees grew in fractal patterns. An old man with a kind smile and a telescope for a walking stick approached her. "Welcome, Elara," he said, his voice like the turning of old pages. "I am Kairos. You have found your way to Constantia, the land where the numbers that build the universe reside." Their path was blocked by a wide, perfectly circular river. A single plank stretched from a post at the very center to the bank where they stood. "This is the river of circumference," Kairos explained. "To cross, we must walk its entire edge." "But how far is that?" Just then, a mischievous, swirling sprite made of shimmering circles zipped past them, giggling. "That is pi," Kairos chuckled. "The soul of the circle." Elara remembered her math. The plank was the radius. Twice the plank's length was the diameter. "The distance around," she said aloud, "is the diameter times pi." The little sprite, pi, danced in delight. As Elara spoke the number, 3.14159, a bridge of pure light formed along the river's edge, allowing them to walk around it and continue their journey. Next, they entered the Gardens of Growth. Here, flowers bloomed and faded in seconds, and trees grew visibly taller with every breath. Everything in nature that grows continuously, from a shell to a galaxy, follows a secret rule, Kairos said softly. The rule is a number, a constant named E. A calm, green entity made of leaves and vines gave them a gentle nod. Their way was blocked by a rapidly growing vine. "It will stop for precisely 1 second when it reaches its natural limit," Kairos warned. "You must predict how tall it will be." Elara watched its curve, recognizing the pattern of exponential growth. She whispered her calculation based on E, and just as the vine reached that exact height, it paused, creating an archway for them to pass through. They emerged from the gardens to behold a city of stunning beauty. Every tower, window, and street corner seemed perfectly balanced and pleasing to the eye. "This is the city of Phi," Kairos announced, built upon the golden ratio, the number of beauty and design. A graceful figure, whose body was composed of elegant, spiraling lines, greeted them. The city's architect, a being named Phidias, led them to an incomplete bridge. "The final keystone must be in perfect proportion to the rest," he said. "It must follow the golden ratio." Elara looked at the length of the bridge and the gap. She calculated the ratio, 1.618, and described the exact size of the stone needed. A block of marble appeared, fit perfectly, and the bridge solidified, glowing with golden light. Beyond the city lay a vast, tiled plaza in the shape of a perfect square. "To cross, you must walk the diagonal," Kairos said. "But this path is tricky." As they approached, a being made of sharp, crystalline angles rose from the tiles. "I am Radix," it chimed. "My number is the root of 2. It never ends, it never repeats. Can you walk a path that never truly resolves?" Elara looked at the diagonal path. The tiles shifted and wavered. "It's an irrational number," she whispered. "You can't write it as a simple fraction. She realized she didn't need to find the end of the number, just follow its rule. Taking a deep breath, she stepped onto the diagonal, her feet finding solid tiles in a rhythm of 1.414 that only she could feel, and walked steadily to the other side. Their next challenge was a silent, misty sea that shimmered like a mirage. "The sea of imagination," Kairos murmured. "To cross it, you must use a number that isn't supposed to exist." A flickering, ghost-like figure drifted out of the mist. It was neither here nor there. "I am Imago," it whispered. "The square root of -1. I am the key to solving the impossible." An invisible bridge spanned the sea, but Elara couldn't see it. "You can't see me, but you can calculate with me," Imago whispered. "Believe in the logic." Elara closed her eyes. She thought about how imaginary numbers, while not on the number line, were essential for real-world science. She took a step out into the mist, trusting the math, and a solid path lit up beneath her feet with every step she took. They came to a great chasm filled with floating islands of rock, drifting slowly in the air. On the largest island sat a colossal, slow-moving giant made of stone. "That is Baryon," said Kairos. "He represents G, the gravitational constant. He decides how strongly things pull on each other. To cross, you must understand his pull." Elara watched the islands drift. The bigger ones moved less, while smaller ones orbited them. "It's about mass," she exclaimed, "and distance." She calculated the pull between the islands, predicting their paths. Leaping with perfect timing, she jumped from one island to the next, using their gravitational dance as a pathway across the sky. At the edge of the chasm was a straight path made of pure, blinding light. A being of incredible speed, a blur of energy named Lux, zipped before them. "I am C, the speed of light," it buzzed. "The ultimate speed limit. Nothing with mass can travel as fast as me. Your challenge is not to race me, but to send a message to the end of the path before I get there." Elara knew she couldn't outrun light, but she didn't have to. She picked up a polished shield left by the path. As Lux zipped away, Elara angled the shield and caught a beam of sunlight, reflecting it down the path. The flash of light, her message, reached the finish line instantly. Lux reappeared, vibrating with approval. "You understand. The limit is the lesson." Having passed every test, Kairos led her to the heart of Constantia, a vast, silent library where every number, every constant, glowed as a living star of light. "These are the rules of the universe," Kairos said softly. They were fading, Elara, because the world was starting to see them as just numbers on a page, not the magic they are. Your journey has made them strong again. With a gentle smile, Kairos touched her forehead. Elara found herself back in the attic, the journal in her lap. It was warm to the touch, and the constellations on its cover now pulsed with a soft, golden light. She knew her journey wasn't over. It had just begun. Her new quest was to show everyone the magic she had seen, the hidden poetry of the universe written in the language of constants.